So it's the Revolution Sonar. It is essentially, think of it as like a foot pedal, if you will, for your forward-facing sonar. So this is a trolling motor. They've got it mounted right down here at the bottom of the trolling motor. And essentially what it does is it allows you to mount your live imaging transducer directly to your trolling motor and have it rotate around in either free mode. So you can rotate it no matter which way your trolling motor is. You can rotate it wherever you want to look around, all on that same trolling motor shaft. Or you can have it locked to your trolling motor. So that way wherever your trolling motor head is pointed, it will be pointed as well. And then you can also do a mode that is a heading lock. So if you know that your boat's facing this way, there is off to the side here, there's a stump that you're facing and the boat is swinging in the wind, you can have it heading lock directly at that. And as your boat kind of turns, it will keep your forward-facing sonar transducer pointed directly at that. What's cool about this foot pedal is that it has different lights on it. So the 3 green lights represent essentially the beam of your transducer. So you can kind of see in a 360 area what that looks like. You can see it has a pad here that you can turn either with your foot or your hand if you wanted to. It has a couple tap buttons up top as well that allow you to change the modes. Each mode has its own color pattern, and it plugs in directly in the coaxial mount. You can see mounts directly onto the trolling motor, and it has a wire that comes up directly from it, of course. The advanced controls, sweep mode, compass track, trolling motor motion disc, which allows it to actually have free motion even if the trolling motor is moving, which is pretty cool, in a manual mode. Check it out if you're interested. There's 3 or 4 YouTube videos up right now that show this thing in action. It is pretty cool. 2 things that I don't really care for. One of them, the most important one for me, is it's intended to hook up to your trolling motor, and they have stated for the foreseeable future, there is not a way to make this work with its current design, which they've just now started. It will not work with the Garmin Force Kraken, just due to the way that that trolling motor stows and goes back out, deploys. It can't work with it, supposedly. So that's limiting to me because that's the trolling motor that I have. It's the best Garmin trolling motor out there, and it integrates with the rest of my stuff. So unfortunately, that's not going to work. You'll say, oh, well, isn't there a Garmin trolling motor? Yes. They have, part of the launch will be the Lowrance Ghost trolling motor support, Garmin Force. So this is the Force, not the Force Kraken. Those are the 2 that they will have at launch, and they're only going to have 15 of each unit. The other thing that's kind of limiting here is this is a really expensive unit. For the Ghost, it's a $2,000 upgrade to get, and for the Garmin Force, it's $2,100. Once those 15 units are sold, the prices will increase, but up to $2,700 for the Lowrance Ghost and $2,900 for the Force. My personal opinion is this is pricing themselves out of the market, but who knows? If they only get 10 or 15 at a time, maybe that will work for them because they're not necessarily looking for thousands and thousands of sales a month would be my guess at this price point.